a supernova, and that'll come with a whole bunch of benefits like discounts on transaction fees and others.
Yeah, so you want to get all of those as you can. If you're here, you're early and you're in time to do that. One of the things that it's happening this week, Carlos, is we got Breaking later on, AMA on their channel. Then on Thursday, we got Wi-Fi AMA here in our Twitter space. And then on Friday, we got the launch of Eugenia partnership. You're creating partnerships like crazy, but and it's a really exciting week, by the way. But we already have some big partnerships here, and people know we're working with Mel, with Wi-Fi, with Cornucopias, with Breaking, with Eugenia. But I don't know if many people understand why. Why? What are we looking in like for with these partnerships? Because it goes beyond just like promoting a project. It's not about promoting the project, it's about creating something bigger. So why don't you tell us about that vision of the partnerships and what each partner is bringing to the DEGA ecosystem?
So yeah, I think that last word that you use, ecosystem, pretty much nails it in the sense of why we need to have these relationships, right? It's pretty much useless to have a new blockchain, a new layer two or layer one or whatever it is that you're building, and then it's just you there, right? And there's no integration with existing systems, right? In Web3, everything is about the network effect. If I have an NFT with your project, I need to be able to integrate it with a marketplace, or I want to use it in another game. Or if I have, an in-game currency, right, a token with your project, then I need to be able to take that to a DEX, or I need to be able to do a swap with it, or do a lending with it, whatever, right? These are things that are expected in Web3, right? They're not nice to have. They're things that the user wants to have out of the box, right? And so that's why establishing these different types of relationships is important, because we need to be able to integrate with all of them. So, for example, we need to be able to work with Meld, for example, because they're going to help us provide a wallet dashboard for their community, where they're going to integrate all of the different types of blockchain ISPs, right? So that's what we're doing with them, and the vision that we share with them is that ISPOs can be a great way to bootstrap and fund new projects in emerging markets. So, it's very hard for somebody to get access to funding and community building, if you're in Nicaragua, right, and you want to get the support from somebody in Taiwan. So that's what we're doing with Mel, right? It's all very much ISPO oriented and basically bringing ISPOs to the world. And by the way, it was Ken that launched the first ever ISPO, right, for Mel. They reached over $1 billion in delegation and generated over $14 million in about 5 months. Then there's obviously the cornucopias games ecosystems, which has been great in every sense of the word, right? Their community has come to support us as well in DEGA, and we look forward to building with them layer two that will be specialized for gaming. So with them, we're bringing the DEGA technology and DEGA tooling to Cardano, right? And by working together, we've been able to refine our product technologically speaking and prioritize the features that are more important to real world gaming use cases, right? Instead of me just sitting in the lab and saying, oh, this would be cool and that would be cool. Instead of doing that, we're saying, hey, cornucopias, check this out. What do you guys think? And then they're like, yeah, this is important, but you need to add this other feature and so forth and so forth. So that's where we are with them, building all those things and working with them closely. And we basically want to open up Cardano to millions of developers around the world, because thanks to the DEGA API, you can use that system from any programming language, right? So that's what we are with them. And then it's BiFi. So BiFi is already working on doing layer two liquidity and cross-chain liquidity. So with them, that obviously makes sense as well for the layer two that we're going to be deploying for Cardano. And even beyond that, right? Like there's no reason their technology could not work or be integrated with other layer twos that we're deploying on other ecosystems. So we're looking forward very much to this relationship with Wi-Fi to be able to essentially, allow you to wherever you are in the ecosystem, you can tap into liquidity thanks to their technology. And then there's Bricken. Bricken does what you would usually call security token offerings, which are STOs, right? So on their side, it's not about utility tokens or governance tokens. It's more about straight up tokenized equity, right? So we don't see, for example, what we do with ISPOs as something to compete with STOs. We see it as something that goes hand in hand. So when you have STOs, that's the equivalent of equity in that company. So it has a different type of let's say audience. It has a different type of feature set and functionalities in the sense that you actually have to, do a whole bunch of legal requirements to own equity in given companies. So it's a different side of things, but we believe that it's complementary to what we're doing with ISPOs. To give you an example, if an esports team comes and doesn't want to do like a loyalty rewards program, then the other option they have is to do an STO, right? Straight up equity. So that's where we sit right now. Um, yeah, I think that that's about it in terms of the partnerships that we've announced so far. There are a few more coming up. Well, there's Eugenia as well, but I think that instead of like talking about what we were going to do with them, we'll just show it to you on Friday.
This is amazing, and as you say, is building this ecosystem will make not only DEGA more powerful, but each of the partners also more powerful. I can see already, some of our users, creating connections and co-creating with these different players. And one of the things is, what other partners are you looking at? Are you looking for, or what qualities, or where is it to be able to become a DEGA partner? What if I want my project to become one with DEGA? What does it has? What should I bring to you and the team?
So it's different, right? There's going to be different venues of opportunity for different types of projects and communities and companies. So if I had to say right now, essentially what we're looking for is anybody that wants to push um, gaming. Obviously, that's an obvious one, and then people that are building multi-chain, right? People that want to build across multiple different ecosystems, they are also very much welcome to join us, and we're happy to either use their products or they can start using our technology as well.
Okay, so and will this work with the other protocols also? Like, is the same strategy for all? And how will all this connect? For example, if you're bringing someone for the Polkadot scene, and we got Wi-Fi here or Mel here, will they be able to also work together?
I mean, that's up to them in that sense, right? We really have to be clear that we can't speak to the goals of our partners, right? But they have the option to work together. We're happy to make the connections or relationships and provide the technology so that they can do integrations up until what we do, right? Like we definitely, I don't want to make it seem like Dega does literally everything, right? We're very much focused on gaming and providing the tooling that gaming needs for Web3. Now, whether Wi-Fi needs to do integrations on Polkadot or on other systems, that'll be totally up to them. But we are going to be a connector, right? We are going to bring audience from multiple chains and from multiple different types of companies, and then they'll say we want to work with this guys or not. But certainly, we're happy to support them in any way that we can.
And can I ask you, Carlos, like, where do you see all these partnerships that, okay, you're creating this massive map of partners we're working with. and this week alone we have 3 events with partners, and it's only gonna keep on growing. So this is gonna become pretty interesting, not to say like something else, but where do you see this going? Like in a year from now, 2 years from now, Dega's working, the tools are out there. What do you see the dynamic is with everyone and the partners? How do you see this happening? Like,
So as time goes forward, we will have more self-serve tooling, right? In the sense that you don't need to talk to a person to get access to anything, right? So I think that it'll grow, but it'll change a little bit, right? Like it'll be less directly with us, the Teca team, right? And it'll be more people's on their own, right? Just saying, hey, look at this cool thing that I built on Teca, right? And I integrated with the Wi-Fi services at the same time, or I integrated with Cornucopia's Metaverse, or I integrated with Mail Finance Wallet, and they won't need to talk to us, right? So it'll be more organic, I'll say, and even more explosive, right? Like it'll be many different projects building out every day, new things. But that's kind of like the vision, right? To kind of like remove ourselves from or the process, right, to be able to build and deploy with DEGA and DEGA partners.
awesome, and I can see some of the partner. I don't want to talk about what will go on Friday, because I think that's a different way of working with partners. And we will have the event on Friday, the launch of the Eugenia partnership, and we will talk about it there. But this is part of also partnerships on the developer side, I guess, not only on the blockchain side, but also bring tools. So, and what are you looking for there? Let's not talk about what we're gonna talk on Friday. I know I'm not gonna give something away, but like
Mm-hmm.
there are partners that you're bringing to the table for on that end of the partnerships.
Yeah, so for example, with Eugenia, right, they have a very high level of sophisticated capabilities for making out avatars, right? That's definitely something that we don't want to do, right? Avatars are a whole universe in and of themselves. So if you see in the DEGA website, the one API, you see that we have, a diagram that says infrastructure, finance, etc., like showcasing different categories and different services that we provide. So one of them will be avatars, right? So we want to bring them on board to help us have high quality avatars ready to go for anybody that's building with our API, right? So how that will take form, the exact way that those avatars will work is something that we're still building out with them. But that's the vision, right? To have their great technology integrated into our API and easy and ready to go for everybody to use.
As days go, I'm gonna make a pause here, bro. So we invite everyone to ask questions. So questions are asked. Just comment in the same space, and we will answer your questions. But as the days go by, the communities answer a lot of the questions on the community channels, and people are learning more. So we have less questions every day. But one of the questions here is and everyone is asking, are what are the plans for the other chains that I want to jump? I know you have no dates, but when are they coming, or what's the order, or what can we expect of the next chains and the next partners to be announced?
Yeah, so the next one will be the Polkadot ISPO, right? That's coming up in, Q3 for sure. That is what I can say. And then after that, we'll probably do Ethereum and Polygon, right? Um, Maybe probably like a month or two after we do the Polkadot one. So that's kind of like the stages in which we're deploying the ISPOs. The technology that we're building on the infrastructure side of things is EVM compatible. So that one's actually going to be available as soon as we have the first modules out. It'll be fully available across the board, right? Like it won't be like one chain and then the other we won't do literally every EVM because there's hundreds of them now, maybe even thousands. But we will be on, let's say, the top 10, right? And that's kind of like the order of deployments we'll be doing.
Amazing. And can I ask you a personal question about the? I know you're not gonna answer. You can't, or you won't. But I do. What's the partnership that has you more excited?
Mm. No, I mean, no, I mean, I can answer. I can answer. I'm gonna be straight, but I think that our key strategic partner right now is Cornucopia's Games, right? Biggest metaverse in Cardano. The fact that they trusted us to build out technology with is a big vote of confidence. Um, because there's other companies out there building out infrastructure, but they came to us, right? They trusted us. So basically, that's a major vote of confidence. So I would have to say, strategically speaking, just because we're a gaming company, that makes them, the most, the favorite partner right now. But we love just the same the other communities. It's just that gaming wise, it makes sense, right?
And they're cool, and they've embraced DEGA also with love, warmth, and really cool tribes are in DEGA right now. They have really well organized guilds that open their tribes in DEGA. So, and they've been helping a lot in the community also.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's clearly a connection there. And by the way, they're having a Mint event today and tomorrow. I don't know much about that event and what's going on and how is it doing. So I don't know if we have Sheridan here requested to talk. I'm gonna give you the space, Carlos. If it's okay, give the space to Sheridan to explain a little bit what's going on in the cornucopias world.
Sure, let's do it, man.
Yeah, I just gave you access, Sheridan. So if you can tell us a little bit about what's going on over there in cornucopias and how can we help.
Oh, absolutely. So today is Mint Day for the Tier 1 Corn Point whales. If you're a Cornucopias fan, you'll know what that is. If you're not, there's a daily corn claim inside the Cornucopias Discord to get some Discord points. And those Discord points this time have been used to purchase access to a minting tier. Last time these points were used to raffle off one of their NFTs, a javelin. Uh, and this sale today and tomorrow is the T3, their fastest vehicle yet, and they're unveiling it just before their racing game releases in a few weeks. Uh, they specifically.
Okay.
Hmm.
Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead, my
Oh
friend.
no, I was just going to waffle on a little bit more.
Yeah, go. We want to understand what's going on and how can we get in or how can we help.
So actually, there's only one public tier for this mint. The rest of the tiers are for vehicle holders, and you had to have verified your wallet a couple of weeks ago. They've closed the verification bot. And the other couple of tiers are purchased with corn points. The mint for today is the whale, and then there's another tier 3, for the connoisseur, which is also purchased with corn points. But those have closed to prevent a pump and dump scenario of people just buying all that stuff on mint day to mint. This mint was really for the people who've been following the project for a while and are excited for the racing game. This is to add another Class A vehicle to the game, so you have a good selection to choose from.
So it's kind of like building your own garage of race cars, I guess. Do you think there will be any left for the public sale?
So there's an allocation for the public. Tier 4 has 2,000 allocated for it, as well as any that don't get minted from the previous tiers.
Okay, so there's an opportunity there.
There is.
Carlos, are you getting a race? Are you getting a car? Are you getting a race car?
Oh, I've already got
I
several.
will.
I have the OG Bonanza, the GTI Javelin, the Bubble Jet Sprinter, and now I just saw that my T3. I got a common for this mint today. Going to try to mint twice tomorrow for my other two tiers, and see if I get something a little bit rarer than that.
Nice. So everyone that wants to get and test the game needs a car, I guess, Sheridan. Can I play the game without buying a car, or I need to have a car, even if it's a slow one, not the T3?
It's a free to play game. When racing launches, there will be free to play vehicles. This is a abundant focused game, so you don't need to like pay to win. You know, every
Oh,
it's called the T1 is the vehicle name that is free, and there's a version of it in each of the classes. So there's a Class A tier T1 that is just as capable of racing against the T3, which is their quote unquote fastest vehicle. That's why they create these classes. You know, the vehicles are close enough to race against, but there are like some subtle differences. Like T3 is speed. I imagine the OG Bonanza is handling. Um, and this is speculation. You know, they do want to have balance in a way that there's different viable game styles.
okay. So if, for example, if I have a T1, I'm playing the free tier, and I'm really good at handling the vehicle. Like I can beat a T3 with medium, level expertise.
Absolutely.
And okay, perfect. But I do want my vehicles to look cool and my vehicles to be unique. So that I have to purchase.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Um,
Nah.
if you want the NFT vehicles, especially their styles, you do have to buy them because that's the only way you're going to get those vehicles in the game. Um, and there's also going to be like customization kits as well that we've had leaks from, like lighting kits. So you can change the lighting setup on your vehicle. So there's going to be
Ooh, so
some.
I can have like my freaky setup in my car and kind of like have an iconic vehicle.
Yes, yes, there will be customization for iconicism.
Sheridan, thank you very much. This gets me really, really, really excited, especially seeing Cornucopia moving forward and getting closer to the release of the race game. I don't know. I want to see it. I want to test it. We should plan some things together once it's out there with the tribes and the people and races and streaming and a lot of the things we love to do. So thank you, Sheridan, for that input. Carlos, any? I'm excited, bro. It's like, can't wait to play it. Carlos.
Hey there, sorry, yeah, I was muted. Yeah, no, I mean, Cornucopia is building out probably one of the coolest games in the entire Web3 industry, right? I like that abundance mindset that was mentioned in the sense that they're not limiting anybody to join into the game. Because that's like one thing that's been counterproductive. And well, most of the guys in Web3 and crypto are not really game designers, right? So they design it as if it was like an exclusive club, but then that kind of misses the whole point of a game, right? Like a game needs network effects of growth. So allowing anybody to play, right, while still remaining, let's say, loyal and rewarding the people that have been following you for a long time is kind of like the best approach, right? And it's something that we're doing as well in DEGA. So looking forward to seeing all of these cool mechanics in action.
Yeah, me too. Can't wait to play it, but can't wait to start doing events and streaming the game also. I want to have some
Yeah,
tournaments.
yeah,
We
yeah.
can do it.
Your microphone is breaking up again.
Oh my God, switching to my phone.
Sorry for that. I switched to my phone.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it happens. I don't know what it makes it fail, but Carlos, we're coming to an end here, and but we still need to announce the winner.
Yep.
So the whole idea for this is our daily challenge is to help us reach more people. So it's really easy to participate. All you have to do is like, retweet, mention three friends. So we do this every day up till Saturday. We have no daily contest or challenge on Sundays, but we have them pretty much every other day of the week. So the winner for yesterday contest is Mozart. Mozart, congratulations. You will be contacted through the DEGA community account Twitter. So that way you can give us all your information and you get 1,000 DEGA tokens, my friend. And today we have Bricken. In an hour and a half, I think it's in an hour and a half, we have the Bricken AMA
Yep.
in their Twitter account. So, what do we expect from that, Carlos? What should we look forward to?
No, on my side, just happy to answer any questions around DEGA, right? We did have an AMA with them on Telegram, but that was quite some time ago. And sometimes, a lot of the audience is in Telegram, they're in Twitter. So this is just kind of like, a refresher or let's say, a double hit on our part to, generate awareness of what DEGA is doing to their community and the relationship that we're looking towards building with Bricken in the future.
Okay, we will be there listening, and it will be a really interesting AMA. So everyone's invited. On Thursday, we have the Wi-Fi AMA here in our space. And on Friday, we got the Eugenia launch, which is a bigger event. It will be video. So it will happen in our Discord event channel, and we will stream simultaneously to Twitch, YouTube, and LinkedIn, all Dega accounts. So everyone go there. We want to see you because we need you to ask the right questions and to find out the exciting things Dega is bringing to the table. So I don't know if you have anything to say, Carlos, but I think this is it for the day. You gotta get ready for the Brick AMA.
Yep. Yeah. Looking forward to that and hope to see you all there.
Yeah, I lost the music for the ending. So imagine right now there's like dramatic music ending for the day. And let's say bye.
Nice
Yeah.
one. Nice one. Well, everybody, thank you and have a great day.
Okay, thank you, Carlos. Thank you. Bye bye, everyone.